Mother's milk is critically important. A large body of evidence suggests that feeding human milk, even just one time, provides multiple benefits to the recipient infant. During pregnancy, milk-making cells start to develop, and the breast can grow up to 46%, and a small volume of colostrum may be produced. Immediately after birth, 1 to 6 hours, milk-producing cells must be activated. A low volume of colostrum is produced. Frequent and effective breast stimulation and activation programming leads to milk coming in. Maintaining effective stimulation leads to robust milk supply. The first milk produced by mother is called colostrum, a thick, sticky substance released by mammary glands before mature milk. It is also known as liquid gold because of the golden color generated by an abundance of vitamin A. Colostrum has very high concentrations of immune factors, biologically active proteins, and nutrients, which help build an infant's immune system. An understanding of colostrum's role in building an infant's innate and adaptive immune system is essential. This precious first milk is the recipient's first line of defense against infections. Feeding every 2 to 3 hours replenishes important immune factors to ensure that the mucosal barrier is adequately protected. Not only does this protect the infant from harmful pathogens, but it also facilitates the absorption of essential nutrients. In the U.S., 62% of maternity facilities supplemented more than 20% of breastfed babies with formula during their hospital stay. Delayed initiation and early cessation were strongly associated with any supplementation within the first 3 days. It also increased the risk of infection and jaundice as well as minimized the clearance of meconium. Feeding formula before mother's milk comes to full volume not only inhibits mammary gland proliferation of adequate milk-making cells in the mammary gland, but also affects the infant's establishment of normal microbiota in the gastrointestinal tract. While largely protected in utero, the infant is inoculated at birth with microbes from mother's vagina, intestine, and skin, as well as from the surrounding environment. Colostrum is an important part of the natural yet complex process to adapt to extrauterine life. Within the first hour after birth, the newborn makes his way to the breast to nurse. The stickiness of colostrum is beneficial as it allows him to master the coordination of suckling, swallowing, and breathing. Colostrum plays a critical role in nurturing the newborn's oral and developing gastrointestinal microbiomes, as well as protecting them from pathogens and supporting overall health. As the thick, sticky colostrum is swallowed, it coats the mucosal surfaces in the mouth, esophagus, and intestines. The role of the intestinal mucosa is to balance nutrient absorption and pathogen defense. It accomplishes these functions using an array of specialized epithelial cells. These gap junctions are like an open door to bacteria that can cross the mucosa and enter the bloodstream, causing systemic infection. Colostrum coats the surface of the epithelial cells. Maternal immune cells and antibodies, such as secretory IgA, help to prevent infection. Colostrum contains several key components that help prevent infection. Probiotics and health-promoting bacteria, such as Bifidobacterium infantis, colonize the mucosa, thereby crowding out pathogenic species. Antimicrobial proteins, such as lactoferrin, bind free iron, otherwise used by pathogens for replication. Adaptive maternal immunity provides passive immunity to the infant, a source of immediate and tailored protection against a wide range of pathogens. These key components of human milk are at their highest concentration in colostrum. Now, let's take a closer look at human milk oligosaccharides, or HMOs. HMOs are the predominant glycans and important nutrients in human milk. They serve as food or prebiotics for health-promoting bacteria, which metabolize the HMOs to create favorable oral and gut microbiomes. HMOs can also serve as decoy molecules, binding the pathogen's outer surface receptors used to colonize and cause infection. The HMO microbe complex is excreted through feces without causing infant illness. Although colostrum is only consumed for the first few days postpartum, the health benefits to the newborn are long-lasting. These benefits include strengthening the infant's immune system, preventing low blood sugar, and helping to clear meconium, thereby reducing the risk of jaundice. The sooner after birth and more frequently a newborn can begin receiving colostrum, the less likely he will need other interventions. Colostrum can also have enormous benefits for premature infants. Mother can still provide this precious liquid gold even if her infant is unable to breastfeed. Studies have shown that providing colostrum orally through a syringe increases urine secretory IgA and lactoferrin in premature infants, indicating effective absorption of these immunoprotective components. This method involves administering a small volume of 0.1 to 0.2 milliliters, which is not swallowed, making it a viable option for most premature infants, including those who cannot receive enteral feeds. Coating the oral mucosa with colostrum adds another layer of protection to the upper mucosal lining when an infant is unable to breastfeed. Oral colostrum therapy has been associated with reduced incidence of ventilator-associated pneumonia in VLBW infants, late-onset sepsis, and necrotizing enteral colitis, or NEC. Whether fed at the breast, syringe, or another way, colostrum is essential for the transition to postnatal life. The synergistic effects of colostrum stickiness and high concentrations of immune factors creates a protective barrier along the gastrointestinal tract, helping to seal and fortify against harmful pathogens and facilitating the absorption of essential nutrients. Colostrum. Small volume, big impact. Every drop counts. For more information about the critical role of colostrum, please visit Medela.com. Medela, the science of care.